All right, if you need some great wine to go with your Thanksgiving dinner, Marcy Jones is here to help.
Yeah, let's find out where she's at for Wine Wednesday. What number glass is this, Mars?
Yeah, Mars.
What number glass is this? Is this
22.
3? Oh. You were supposed to go with 3, Julius. All right. He's had a lot more wine than I have. Okay, so we're back with Angelini Wines, my friend Julius Angelini, taking us through your delicious array of, this is Il Boro wine, right?
Yes.
Okay, so we kind of went through the history last segment, and then we said we were going to give folks an idea of kind of what to pair with some of the side dishes that you get when you think of Thanksgiving. So let's talk, like green beans, mashed potatoes, sweet potatoes. There's such an array of food that I feel like you could really go in any direction.
Yes, definitely. You're absolutely right. So you could do a lot with the Chardonnay and the Rosé. So anything that's lighter, even with the turkey, let's say, just the white part, the white meat of the turkey, I think could go something a little bit lighter. Even the green beans a little bit lighter. Now, if you go into the mashed potatoes or turnips or squash, and you want something a little heavier, I would go with more red wine, which is this Piandinova. And again, these are all organic products, so that makes a huge difference.
It does, right? Let's talk about that for a second. Yeah. When it comes to wine and somebody says it's organic, what does that really mean?
So organic means that they only can use natural products. So there's always talk about wine should not give you a headache, no matter who makes them, and so that's a big thing. So if you taste the wine and you get a headache afterwards, don't buy it again.
My head feels fabulous. So go buy Angelini wine.
So this is from a high elevation, about 500 meters in elevation. So the wine is Syrah. This is mostly Syrah with a little bit of Sangiovese in it.
Delicious.
So this is big. It's been about a year and a half in French oak barrels. So it gives it a little bit of roundness, a little bit more spiciness.
Yeah.
You taste
There's really no edge to it. It's very smooth.
Yes, very smooth. So, but it's also a little spicy, so it goes great with the pumpkin spice.
It kind of warms you up a little bit. When it goes down, you can feel it, doing this little wine magic on Wine Wednesday.
It's fabulous.
I love it. And when we were off camera, you were telling me about how when you meet the families behind the wines, it's really fun because it makes this large world that we live in feel so much smaller. What is that like for you to get in a room with all these people and you're like, hey, I know your last name because this is the wine that I'm supplying?
Well, I think you get a feel for where the wine actually comes from and why it's made that way. So when you talk to Salvatore, he's very, very passionate about all his wines. And they make olive oil, they have honey, they do a lot of different things. But you can see the passion in how they do the wines. And then when you taste it, you kind of connect the dots and say, wow, this is why the wine comes out this way.
That is so cool.
So and when we started, they only had 4 wines. Now they've expanded their list.
Wow, we got to do a pan over to this and show everything.
So they have the sparkling wines we'll taste next. They have a wine. This is made with 100% Sangiovese, traditional wine there. And then they have their Il Boro, called Il Boro, which is a blend of wines, which is their top wine. But then they also have a wine with amphoras. So they made amphoras are the terracotta type barrels. So now there's a return to using old-fashioned materials, so not just barrels. So that's only aged.
What's old is new again. I love that.
Exactly.
That is so fabulous.
And their new product, the newest one is really the sparkling one.
I cannot wait to get to that.
So let's go to this.
Let's do it. Okay. Now we're also talking about hostess gifts.
Oh, this is perfect.
And some of these would make fabulous ones. You're showing up to a gathering, Thanksgiving, Christmas, Hanukkah, all that. You want to come with something nice. And let's talk a little bit about price point too.
Yeah, so all these are actually, I think, pretty reasonably priced. So the Chardonnay is like 23, the Rosé is 18, the Piandinova is 25. This is 70, but this is made in the champagne style. So this is
the fancy
stuff. This is the fancy. So this is 5 years. So what they do in champagne, they put all the ingredients in the bottle, and then the bottle stays closed for 5 years.
Not in my house. I'll tell you that.
And then it gets released. So this is Sangiovese. And sparkling wine now has made a real resurgence in the United States. And the rest of the world,
so good.
In the rest of the world, people drink sparkling wine throughout the meal as aperitif. So this is a wine.
Why don't we do that here?
Well,
we are.
We are.
On a great day at 9A, we're drinking it all morning long. Well, I could sit and talk to you for hours about the wine. Unfortunately, we're getting the wrap. But if folks want to know how to get your products,
Yeah, they can contact us at 860-767-WINE or at info@angeliniwine.com or ask your local liquor store or restaurant and they will have it.
Find all over Connecticut and everywhere else. Thank you so much. This has really been a lovely morning. Another cheers for us, and we're going to finish this fabulous sparkling wine. Back to you guys.
All right, Marcy, quick, ask Julius. Ask him if he has any blue nun at home. Blue nun.
All right, he wants to know if you have blue nun at home.
Not recently.
He says none for you. Okay, Scott? Behave.
All right, thanks, guys.
Thank you. Cheers.
Bye, guys.
All right, with